can't remember a time when I ever didn't want to be near water or swimming in water, and we're very fortunate that I grew up with both parents loving being in the outdoors, so we did do a lot of river swims sometimes, or we would be out at the seaside. I was even more fortunate that my dad ran his own swimming club in the town that we lived in, so we all used to go and join in there. And we were even more fortunate that we were all brought up opposite a big open air swimming lido in Bury, and we were always there whenever we possibly could do, and my mum would often have to bring our sandwiches across, put them through the railings because we never wanted to come home.
So my mum took me to swimming club from as early as I can remember, and would sit in the docks at the top, looking down pretty much every single weekend, I'd say. I have lived in the Lake District for around 10 years now. I am an outdoor activity instructor and I've spent loads of time on the water. I heard that people were swimming really early morning in the lake throughout the year. So I sort of started around October time, I'd say, September, October time one year. And that December I met Sarah of Wonderful Wild Women, and there was a Christmas Eve swim arranged with very few people, and I knew that I would go, but I decided that I'd see whether my mum would come with me, basically, whether she was intrigued enough to come with me and brave the cold, having known that she's swam all her life.
I think the first time I ever did it was on Christmas Eve, and it was absolutely stunning but absolutely freezing.
That was the start, that first Christmas Eve swim, of you swimming more regularly in cold water?
It was, yes. We'd not long moved up to Cumbria, and it feels like the years have just flown by. But yeah, I can remember the biggest memory for me is actually being so excited that I'd actually managed to get up on Christmas Eve morning, get down to the jetty, get some swimming gear on and get in that water, and turn round and you weren't even in the water because you were so afraid I was going to travel out too far because I was so excited, and you were saying, "Mum, you need to come back, you can't do that on the first swim." So it was like role reversal.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to talk you through it a bit more, I think, and I wasn't ready at all when I turned around and you were already breaststroking away from the jetty. And yeah, it was cloud inversion and it was really, really cold, so
It was a beautiful day.
That started a bit of a tradition over Christmas, but then you swam with me a lot more all year round, really. You began to acknowledge, much like I had over the last 4 or 5 years, how much cold water swimming helped you through those tough times.
Oh, definitely. When Nana died, that was awful, but just even before that, when she was very unwell and I was driving backwards and forwards up and down the motorway, the one thing I looked forward to was like, oh, I can swim,
Yeah.
I can get out there in the outdoors. And then particularly when she'd gone, I think the thing that helped me the most to cope with the fact that I was grieving such a lot was that I knew you would be saying, right, come on, we can go and have a swim. And then when you get out there and it's so peaceful and calm, I was coping a lot better when I got back home. So yes, I can't ever remember a time when I wouldn't want to be near the water, and this has been even more fantastic to be able to do with my daughter.